Hi. Like I said, last week, I am recording this directly after last week's. I want to make sure that I'm a little bit ahead because I'll be moving to a hostel between then and now, and I'll have made the transition by the time you see this. Um, and being a hostel, even though I've been there multiple times, I had worked there and did murals there and stuff. Even though I know the hostel, it's still like I have to try to work in quieter times and different stuff. I, work out doing the videos okay. Um, so, um, this is directly after the last one. At the end is going to be that story about why I chose a May 1st, assuming the world doesn't change between then, um, uh, concert that Says Perfection is going to be putting on in Berlin. So that'll be at the end. This at the beginning. We're going to try another one. It's a good Aesthetic Perfection, Ebb and Flow, official video. Nothing has disappointed so far. You see the buttons below. I'm sure you are fully capable of understanding them. Do please use them, even if it's a dislike. It's input. And you get to think whatever you want to think. That's how it works. But no, let's do this thing.
You're giving me a heart attack. Oh, lover, I am low.
Thanks for watching. If you like what it is that I do, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. And if you'd like to get even more involved, visit my Patreon page. Close to Human Music is a 100% independent operation. And if you'd like to help me keep it that way, consider becoming a supporter. In addition to my eternal gratitude, supporters get cool perks like early access to concert tickets, merchandise discounts, and free music downloads. It's people like you that help keep this whole thing going.
That one's up there on the favorites. Ah, it's terrible. This channel has really been not what I expected in general. I figured I would be introduced to, some interesting new things, and, I'd also get to share some things that I like, and, whatever. And as it says, give my opinions on all kinds of shit whenever I feel like, because it's mine. Um, there have been a couple of different artists that really hit me. And like a couple of different songs here and there that like really get me. And this was another this was another one that does that. Um uh like I said, last week's was probably honestly probably on the lowest of my list out of the ones that I had heard so far, even though still like definitely playlistable, you know? Still good, just, ranking wise of my preferences. Um there was one that grabbed me really strong early in, and then this one has done the same, where certain music, and I am not a person who usually gets weepy over like real life, my books, film, but some music will do it, and some artwork, some painting and drawings will do it. Sometimes photographs. But music and visual mediums as far as that goes. Um, and this is another one that got me weepy, and it's not the lyrics and their focus, even though I really enjoyed those, and it's not specifically the music. It's like, you know, it's the entire packaging where certain things musically will hit me at times where there's just whatever that spot is in me, that things just come together right and hit that spot that makes me a little you know. And this is one of them where I was watching it and enjoying, the visuals and the music were great and the words, and I was having a great time, and it just suddenly hit that spot where I was just like uh so yeah, a really fun, very high on my list so far. Uh and it was one which made me snuffly because it had such just a beautiful angle to it that, yeah, uh, whatever it is that triggers that in me, uh, that little piece of me finds beautiful for some reason, this hit it. um the story, every year except for the COVID years, because um since 2011, there's a story behind that, but for the past 10 years, 12 years, I've been part of another family that every year we go back and have an annual reunion at a big event where we get to stay in like a cabin together, and just like everybody gets to hang out, and it's wonderful, and we get to spend time doing fun things, and it's just family reunion at an event where we all met, you know, and of course because of COVID that's been put off. Well, that's at the end of May, beginning of June every year, and I usually go back to the US a couple weeks before and then leave like a couple weeks after because I have like a dear friend who was an active member of the family and is a member of the family but isn't active anymore. And she doesn't go to the events. So I that's my chance to see her and spend time with her. And also, a lovely friend that she's, with. And so the May 1st concert being in Berlin, if things don't change with the way the world is like a perfect lineup for that because I plan on doing traveling through the Balkans and the ex-USSR this year, um, starting in March, and uh, I'm a nomad for those that don't know, um, and I really love Germany and getting cycling around to Berlin. I lived down in Mannheim. Um, is great lineup because Berlin and Frankfurt are both really, good locations for flights out to the US. So I can get to that area of Europe and go to the concert and get stuff from Berlin that I need to get and, maybe pop around to a couple other countries before I fly probably out of Berlin or a country nearby, whichever is cheaper. So it lines up with my trip, my once a year, basically month long trip to the U.S. Uh, if both the concert and the trip to the U.S. actually happen this year, one or the other or both. So that's the story of why I bought the ticket for when I did, and so I'll be going to that, and I'm looking forward to it. And then hopefully I'll get to go and see family members who I have not seen in 2 years because they couldn't drag me back to the US with wild horses otherwise until recently. So, and of course, the event wasn't happening where we could do a big reunion because safety. Anyways, that's the big wandering story is family and concert location line up if nothing goes to hell in planning. So that's it. Um, See you for another Aesthetic Perfection song next Sunday because we're doing them one each Sunday. Um, I may or may not be recording in the hostel at that point because again, I'm trying to get ahead on things as much as I can. Um, Bye for now. This is gorgeous. It made me weepy.